Hey, my work at the office is done for today, but the evening isn't done yet. I'm attending a PHP Brussels meetup, in Brussels of course, and I have to get a move on. Check this out. Ugh. There's a bit of traffic going on, and I have to pass through the Brussels ring, and I'm not excited about that. So that means I'm leaving early, grabbing my stuff, and the reason why I'm attending the Brussels PHP meetup is that my friend Stefan Hoogdorfer from Germany took all the effort to come to Brussels and present a talk about Disco, a sort of new concept for dependency injection. Let's check it out. Let's go. Let's hit the road. Definitely at the right place. Brussels PHP, hosted by our friends at Cube. Hi guys.
Hey Tess.
There's a story behind this canvas. I happen to design it in Illustrator. It sucks, but it's charming. We gave it to every single speaker in the 2015 edition of the event. And what actually happened is that we designed it and we asked the hotel staff of the hotel where we organized the conference to remove the existing painting and hang this frame with our custom one. It was a nice gesture and our speakers loved it. And I'm really glad, I'm really proud that the people at Cube still hold on to it.
I understand that a session or a talk with a title like this raises some expectations. Let's see if I can live up to them.
Look out for the...
Yeah. I'm a professional. So, since probably some of you might not know me, so hi, I'm Stefan. This weird-looking letter in my last name is an indicator that I'm from Germany. Probably pronounced as Hoogdorfer. To have a really strong voice when doing so. Usually these days I'm most famously known, I guess, as being a public speaker. Usually I speak at larger venues like the big stages in Las Vegas or the big football stadiums in Germany. So I really like the user group meetups and the interactions in, in these settings.
Alright, that was that. A very good, and I would even call it an inspiring talk by this guy right here, Stefan.
Hello.
You'll see more of him, and let's have some food and drinks. It was good. I enjoyed it, learned a thing or two about Disco. So that's it, the meetup is done. I saw a really good presentation about Disco. And this is the speaker of the presentation who came all the way from Mannheim, Germany to entertain us. Hi Stefan, this is Stefan Hoogdorfer. Hoogdorfer. I have to make sure that I put the umlauts on the
Right.
last O.
Yeah, that's true.
Thanks for the great presentation.
You're welcome.
So we're talking about Disco for the folks at home who are not familiar with it. What is Disco?
So I always say Disco is a DI container with the damn coolest name in PHP.
It is. Does it stand for something? Is it an acronym or a backronym?
Yeah, it's a kind of acronym. It stands for DI container, so Disco. Or if you want to go the extra mile, you could say Dependency Injection Service Container.
Yeah, that's what it's actually about for those of you who are not really familiar with dependency injection, it's actually a design pattern, software design pattern.
Yeah, I think you could call it a design pattern, yeah.
To, instead of instantiating classes and dependencies in place, you actually have a container that stores them in an intelligent way so that you don't have to refactor your code when something changes.
Correct.
Or when you want to fetch something, it's right there.
Right.
Now,
and you don't hard-code your dependencies. So,
yes, indeed.
In unit tests, you can easily change.
You can mock. It's great for quality assurance. It helped me a lot. It's the single, like it's my favorite design pattern, to be quite honest. Now, mind you, this is a Brussels PHP meetup, so we're talking PHP here, and Stefan and I met in the wonderful world of PHP.
That's true.
That was a long time ago.
DPC 2010, I guess.
The 2010. Was that your first speaking gig?
My second.
It was my first international speaking gig as well. We owe a lot to the people of DPC.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah. I could link. This is on YouTube, right? So I could point that direction and say, click there to see my vlog about the Dutch PHP conference. This edition, not the 2010 edition. I didn't vlog back then, but right there, have a look. It'll be there. Continue on the disco thing. So what made you decide that something different was needed than what was out there in the industry?
Well, we in PHP, we use dependency injection for about 7 years, I would say. So 7 years ago, most of the version 2 frameworks came around, sent to Symfony 2 and so on.
I remember those days.
And back then, the big theme was decoupling everything and creating components and moving away from the full stack frameworks. And so dependency injection is a must-have for that.
Yep.
And I figured out while I was looking at those containers and as well as the implementation that we had for quite some time, that we are doing things wrong because most of the containers are using non-code as a configuration.
Yeah, you were mentioning that, like either using YAML or XML or like
JSON, XML,
like quite extensive configuration files that could be done in a like. You gave some really good examples why it makes much more sense to write it in code, like native code, PHP code, and.
Right.
Can you reiterate those ideas?
Sure. So the main point is when you use a non-code configuration, you miss all the refactoring features and all the type check features that the current PHP version to support. And this is something I really find stupid. So I mean we have this in the language.
Yep.
Then we should take care of it and then just throw that away and then use something else.
So not only are you protected by the language itself when something goes wrong or when you use a different type, you also have the completion and
the auto completion. Right, you have all the type checks that your IDE supports. So whenever you make a mistake, so to speak, in big air quotes, you get instantly notified by your IDE. When you use a non-code configuration, you would either need to rerun your unit tests to get all the dependencies out of your DI container and check if that works, or you need to reload your application. So that just takes too much time and it's too time consuming. So you're really lacking the instant feedback.
Where can people find the project?
It's on GitHub, github.com/bitexpert/disco.
That's it. The meetup is over. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Don't forget to like and to subscribe. There'll be plenty more vlogs like this where I'm on the road, going to technical events, meeting people. But I'm also doing technical tutorial videos where I explain certain concepts to you. And I even have some interviews lined up. So thank you for checking it out. And don't forget, like, subscribe.